Tonight's message is going to be about the 7 wives to 1 man polygamy argument that's been taking place in the Hebrew Israelite community. And there's another content creator, I'm not going to mention his name. He mentions this a lot in some of his videos, and I think he's misleading a lot of the people. And basically, this is something that y'all is not pleased with, and don't fall for it. So I'm going to be using 2 scriptures. The first scripture is going to be Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. It states, "In that day, 7 women will take hold of 1 man and say, 'We will eat our own food and provide our own clothes. Only let us be called by your name. Take away our disgrace.'" Now, I'm going to give a little commentary on that real quick, and then I'm going to dive deeper into the topic. So, what that verse basically is hinting at, this hasn't taken place yet, but sometime in the future, I don't know the time, I don't know the day, Yah is going to judge the daughters of Zion. He will have they will have a few men to choose from, because what's going to happen is Yah is going to put war on the earth. Like I said, I don't know the time and date. And he's going to take away a big population of the men. Once again, I'm not just talking about a couple hundred. I'm not talking about 1,000. Yah is going to clean away probably, I want to say, millions of men. In fact, forgive me for not speaking about this. It also states in Isaiah chapter 3, verses 25, that the men that were killed in that specific verse, these were people who didn't believe in Yah. They were just wicked to the core. Now, it also states, if you read through, like I said, the rest of the chapter, it also states that these men that's going to be left, which are going to be remnant, which is not going to be that many. That is why women are going to flock, or what you would say, going to fly to these men, because they're going to be desperate for a man at this time. It has nothing to do with being a Mac daddy or trying to get women. And let me just say this real quick. A lot of the men that I hear say this on some of these channels, they say, "Man, I can't wait to the end times. I'm going to pay these women back. I'm going to show them that, I'm a pimp." That's not what this is for. And on top of that, let me go ahead and give you a couple illustrations. Now, I don't know if you guys remember this. This was an old TV show that came out in 2006. Now, family, this is what I guess the narrative is that these people are trying to push. Now, those who never seen this Flavor of Love show, this was a TV show that all these women in this house would do some despicable things to get with this man. And every night they would have challenges. They would have to complete certain tasks. And I believe Mr. Flavor Flav told them after every night, whoever didn't cut it, basically, whoever didn't live up to his standards, he would basically tell them to go home, and he would fly them, I guess, back to their hometown. Long story short, I forget on one of the episodes, and I'm not digressing, this goes to the actual topic. Family, if you guys remember this was some of the most despicable things. I mean, there was literally a woman so obsessed with this man, she spat in the mouth of another woman. She spat in the mouth of another woman to try to please this man. I mean, and once again, this is what polygamy is in today. Now, there was another scenario that happened too, that a lot of the Israelites and some of the people try to say. Now, we know the story of Solomon. Back in the day, Solomon had 700 wives and 300 concubines. The terrible thing was that these women were his downfall. Solomon got so struck, he ended up telling Delilah his strength, which was his hair. While Solomon was asleep, guess what? She called in a Philistine. They cut his hair. When Solomon got up, he had a whole bunch of army of men waiting on him. And basically, we know the story. The man gets his eyes cut out. I mean, it was just awful. But it goes to show you that this is what this polygamy crap, this isn't good, family. And I forgot to mention one more thing too. The other verse I want to use for some of the people that say that polygamy is okay in the Bible, I want to go ahead and use the verse 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verses 9 through 20. And it states, "Do you not know that the wicked will not inherit the kingdom of Yah? Do not be deceived. Neither the sexual immoral, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor male prostitutes, nor homosexual offenders." Now, I'm not going to read all of that. I'm pretty sure you guys have read this Bible verse before. But this goes hand in hand with the book of Isaiah, because some people would like to point out that Yah is giving them the okay to have polygamy, and it's fun and it's okay because it states it in the Bible. No, Yah just basically states that in the end times, I don't know the time and date, that he's going to wipe away a lot of the men through war and his sword. The men that are able to escape will be his remnant. And the remnant that do escape, the women there are going to be, like I said, just running to these men. They're going to do anything, like it says in the verse, to be called by his name. Now, it is not anything to be boasting about. If you have any doctrines that you hear these so-called Israelites or content creators pushing this narrative that it's okay to have more than one wife, you're totally mistaken. And once again, if you guys don't believe me, the best verse to go back to is 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verses 9 through 20. And this is to end this whole 7 wives to 1 man polygamy. It's not right. Yah doesn't want this, and don't fall for it. You guys take care. I hope you learned something from this message. Once again, let's work out, let's drink our water, and read that Bible. You guys take care.